Ho, and how the heck are you? We're here at the Max Zeal Gymnasium. I am your host of this afternoon, Matt Sharamita, joined with the iciest analyst table south of Lake Ontario. To my left, I got Sammy Sozio. To my right, Kaylee Richmond. Guys, how are we feeling today?
Just like Sammy, I'm equally as excited to be here. This is my first ever basketball coverage here at SUNY Oswego, so I'm excited to see where these games go today.
Well, we're very excited to have you, and you as well, Sammy, excited to have you. Before we start things off, I just want to mention, I do really love the van you pulled up in. I didn't know that was the car you were whipping, but it was pretty impressive.
I call it a pimp wagon. I love that thing. 2012 Ford Transit Connect. My lifeblood.
Yeah, I love the wagon. We're here for a second doubleheader. We had a doubleheader yesterday, another doubleheader today. Two really good matchups. You have a women's basketball, Oswego versus Plattsburgh State. Men's basketball, same matchup at 4 o'clock. Any just quick thoughts, Sandy, before we get into the contest today?
Well, I'm excited to see this double matchup as well. You know, yesterday was Potsdam, today is Plattsburgh, the two Ps of the SUNYX. So excited to see how this thing turns out.
Me as well. We'll take a look at that Potsdam game yesterday as we'll head into a full screen. Just kind of quickly recapping yesterday's matchup because the Potsdam Bears and the Oswego Lakers, a slim victory for the Lakers.
Yeah, so in the women's game, the women beat the Potsdam Bears 55-51 with a strong defense within the first 5 minutes with no points scored. And moving on to the second quarter, Oswego was still holding firm 24-16, but the Bears had some tricks up their sleeve and started to get into the groove in the second half of the quarter, but were unsuccessful to take the lead. Do you want to take it from here?
Go ahead, Sammy.
I'll be totally real with you guys. I did not look at that game.
Oh! Well, one thing about that game, Sammy, that I can tell you is the first time Oswego women basketball team beat the Potsdam Bears in 9 matchups. They lost 8 in a row. That's the longest losing streak that they've had in that series history. We'll move on to the men's game. A kind of get-right game for the men's. I mean, you saw a huge blowout win for Oswego. Sammy, go ahead, take that one away.
I'm sorry, I just can't really hear you. Want to say it one more time?
Go ahead with the men's game. Give us a little breakdown. What happened yesterday?
Well, the men's game, it was a 98-61 game. Obviously a great game. I'm going to pass over to Kaylee.
Yes, the men's team also defeated Potsdam 98-60. The Lakers tended to trail for the beginning of the 6 minutes of the game, but a layup from Caleb Cook brought the team back up leading 11-10 and held the high ground for the rest of the game. And the Lakers continue to show us where the wild things are and outscored the Bears in the second half, still leading 50-32. In the end, 13 Lakers contributed to the final score of 98-60, but Jeremiah Sparks and Aki Anderson led the team with 13 points each. Gentlemen, I'm seeing a pattern here today. Lucky 13. Will they be able to continue that?
Lucky 13. Jeremiah Sparks has been the leader for this team so far this year, and even kind of last year led the team in points. He's been great. You had the bench really coming into play yesterday as well. You talked about Caleb Cook getting a nice start yesterday. The Lakers started off slow. Caleb Cook was certainly in the kitchen yesterday, kind of bringing the Lakers back together. They formed together as a group and glued the rest of the game for a huge win.
Absolutely.
We're going to send things to a quick break, though. When we come back, we'll talk some men's hockey, and then we'll talk again about basketball again. We'll be right back after this break.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Jill
Should
told
we
me it
tell
was
him?
Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
Al Roker.
Melakaliki, Maka, and Aloha from the Maxfield Gym. We are back here with the pregame show before action here on another doubleheader Saturday here right in the Maxfield. I'm Matt Shermita, still joined by Sammy Sozio and Kaylee Richmond. But before we get into these two games, we have to go from the hardwood over to the ice as the men's hockey team and the women's hockey team both cooked on the road against the Potsdam Bears yesterday. We'll take a look at that game summary.
Absolutely. So the men's hockey team did face Potsdam again. It was a rivalry-filled day yesterday as the Oswego men's hockey crushed the Potsdam Bears 6-0. Looking into yesterday's game, it looked like what I like to call a 1-2-3 game. 1 goal in the first period, 2 goals in the second, and you guessed it, 3 goals in the third period. Shane Bull, Connor Gato, Quinn Wormuth, Tyler Flack, and Brock Krulicki all contributed to the final score, and Cal Shell in net with 18 saves.
And Sammy, how about for the, so the men obviously take that game 6-0, but how did the women fare up yesterday?
Women did pretty well. They obviously won, but the women have had a little bit of a hot streak recently, I feel like. I mean, what do you guys think about their hot streak?
Yeah, I mean, I was there for the teddy bear toss, and they kind of just destroyed Buff's day. It was a crazy game, and they've taken the momentum there. But now we got to go into the team that we hate, double hate, loathe entirely. It's the Plattsburgh Cardinals. We got a road whiteout coming up today. It's the first time these two teams have seen each other since the SUNY Championships last year.
Absolutely. Well, those Lakers, they just need to get fierce, they need to get competitive, and they need to just, put some Windex on the ice, put some Windex on their skates, and just go out there and do what they do best and win.
Right, so they returned to form yesterday against Potsdam. They got the offense going again. But do you think anything needs to change, Kaylee, for whiteout tomorrow on the road?
I think that the Lakers need to look into this game, knowing that it's their rival and that they need to step up their game, especially losing to them in the SUNY Championship last season. I think they need to just step up their game going into this and come out on top.
I absolutely agree. They're facing the probably biggest opponent all year that they've seen in the Plattsburgh Cardinals. They're really going to have to bring their best, and what a message they'd be sending to the league to take down the #1 team in the nation, the Plattsburgh Cardinals. We're going to come back here to the hardwood. We're going to take a look around the SUNYAC as the women's basketball team. There's a bunch of SUNYAC games going on today. It's been a eventful weekend for a lot of these teams. Who kind of stands out of these games today, of the women's basketball matchups?
Well, obviously, I'm going to say a big one right now, a little bit of a spoiler. The Oswego versus the Cardinals, right? Obviously, one of the bigger names, the rivals, huge game, right? So, right now, the Lakers, I don't know, I'm getting a little bit trouble in my words right now, but the Lakers right now, they just need to come in, they just need to win, and get the win, they'll get on their feet, and then they just need to continue that momentum.
Absolutely. And Kaylee, who do you think kind of stands out in the SUNYACs right now?
Yeah, I have to agree with Sammy. I was looking a lot into this matchup today. Again, Plattsburgh is a rival for us on the ice and probably here on the hardwood, as you said as well. I mean, that's all I gotta say.
Right, I mean, we're looking at the action right now. A lot of shots going through the net. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about Plattsburgh's last game as they took on SUNY Cortland. They lost 53-79. They need to improve in certain places. One is the three-pointer, 18.8% from the three-point line. How do you go forward into this game after shooting ice cold from beyond the arc last night, Sammy?
Well, I think they need to step back and take a little breath before they shoot. It seems like they were just trying to get the ball off because, maybe it was a runaway game right there. But honestly, from my experience, just taking a breath and letting the ball go is the best way to get more points on the board.
Yeah, I gotta say, that's not a great start for the Cardinals in the SUNYAC Conference. I feel like today they really have to show Oswego that they're here to fight, but obviously I'm always looking for Oswego to place on top.
Right, and then obviously a long history between these two teams in the hockey universe and in the basketball universe. Plattsburgh, Oswego. Last game we had, Oswego came on top 53-48, but Plattsburgh, they lead the series 30-28. Plattsburgh's been doing really well on the road, and obviously a rival matchup. Do you think that, them being well on the road and winning the series overall with the Lakers, do you think that's going to be a problem that Sean Pickerton, has to overcome as the head coach for the Oswego Lakers?
That's definitely something that Oswego should keep its eye on and watch out for today. I mean, Plattsburgh obviously, like you said, does well on the road, and they are probably going to bring their best game today, so Oswego should do the same.
Right, and then Oswego faced their longest losing streak against Plattsburgh, 11 games in a row from 2003 to 2010. They do not want to get another losing streak going. They want to get back in the win column like they did last year and get a winning streak going ahead. So, Sammy, then I'll ask you, for the Oswego State Lakers, they won yesterday against Potsdam. They're going into their second SUNY game. What do they have to do today to improve to 2-0 in the conference and 5-2 on the year?
Well, as you said, they just came off a game, right? So, maybe they're a little hurt, they're a little tired, but they just need to take some things a little slow, maybe just, like I said, breathe. They can't take shots and know they're gonna miss it, unless the game comes down to that. But you absolutely just have to breathe. Just take a second and just take it slow. Especially with if they want to win against this rivalry game, just gotta take it slow.
Yeah, it's really anyone's game today. Altogether, between their matchups, there's 30 losses and 28 wins. So like I said, anyone's game today. If both teams bring their A game, it should be a really interesting matchup that we're seeing here today.
Right, I agree. It's a very interesting matchup here today. A really interesting thing, though, is we got some family ties between these two programs. We have Sydney Hoffs is playing against her former teammate in Rosie Sculo, And the fun fact about Rosie Sculo is her sister Carolyn plays for the Oswego State softball team.
Oh my goodness!
So we have former teammates and sisters all here today, kinda. It's crazy.
Wow, that really ups the ante on the rivalry here. I'm excited to see how that plays out on the court today.
Yeah, some family ties and just some relationships in the past programs. We're gonna take things to a quick break. We're gonna come back. We're gonna talk about the men's game that we'll see at 4 o'clock right here on the other side of this break.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that black.
Look at the bling. Do we got a diamond tester on? Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep.
10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. I'm gonna need that back. No. Kevin!
To look a lot like a basketball game here in the Zeal. We have a very holly jolly pregame show going on. I'm joined by the happiest analyst table this side of the nut house. host, Sammy Sozio, Kaylee Richmond, and of course myself, Matt Shermita. Before we get into this women's game, we have to talk about the men's team. They play later today at 4 o'clock. Alongside of that men's team, the Oswego State Lakers and the Plattsburgh Cardinals, every other team in the SUNYAC has games today. So we'll take a look around the SUNYAC, see kind of who's faring up and who sticks out for you. Sammy, what do you got for us?
Well, we got Potsdam at Cortland today, and obviously, Potsdam coming off a huge loss yesterday. So they're looking to make a little bit of a comeback. I'm excited to see how they fare against Cortland.
Absolutely. And what matchup stands out here for you, Kaylee?
All right, let's take a look here. I'd have to say let's say Oneonta and Geneseo. I know Geneseo has done very well so far, and I'm excited to see how that goes in the evening.
Right, and Oneonta, obviously a very good basketball program. Geneseo is also a pretty good basketball program. Not as good as the Lakers, though. They stand on top of the SUNYAC right now, and they are the only SUNYAC team nationally ranked as a top 25 team. Where does the challenge come? We'll see a full screen for the standings. What challenge do the other opponents in the SUNYAC have to kind of climb to tackle the Lakers this year if they want a shot at a SUNYAC championship?
Absolutely. Well, right now, like you said, Oswego's on top. They're undefeated overall, 6-0, and undefeated in the SUNYAC as well. So I think if we maintain that standing, we'll be untouchable. So I think the other teams need to watch out this
Absolutely.
season.
And Sammy, who do you think is going to be Oswego's toughest matchup as we get to the home stretch of this season? I know it's pretty early, but we have to kind of look ahead.
Well, right now, I know this game is going to be, the men's game is going to be a big indicator on who my opinion is going to be. Again, Plattsburgh's a pretty good team, but Oswego is 6-0 right now. We're doing amazing. So I want to say Plattsburgh right now in the home stretch is going to be a pretty good team.
Plattsburgh's a big one. I got my eye on Brockport. They're right there, 5-1 right now. They're doing really well. New Paltz also 4-1. We're going to talk about Plattsburgh a little bit more, though. We're going to look at their last game, their last time out against Portland, a 78-74 loss.
Well, yeah, 70-74 is kind of a shot to the gut right there. You had the points there, but you just couldn't get it. I mean, 70-74 is a big loss. They're definitely taking some mental toll on it right now.
Right, I mean, it's just about how you rebound from that loss. You say they're going to be top competitors in the SUNYAC. They really have to have that short-term memory. Kaylee, what kind of needs to change as they go into their matchup today against Oswego?
Yeah, so, I mean, they took a tough loss to SUNY Cortland yesterday. So close, but yet so far. So I think they really need to trust. They just really need to band together and just figure out what needs to be changed, whether it's offensively, defensively, and go from there. I think we won't really know until we see what goes on in front of us.
Absolutely, and we talked time and time again in this broadcast about the long history between the Cardinals and the Lakers. Talk to me a little bit more about what that means on the hardwood over the ice, because we have a whiteout here in a way in the Zeal.
Right, exactly. So I think if it's anything like the tradition we have on the ice, it should be as important on the hardwood, I think. I think that traditions such as the rivalry between Plattsburgh and Oswego are important to maintain, and I hope to see a good crowd come out today as they do on the ice.
Absolutely, and I think there's a little added bonus to the stakes of this game, being that this weekend is the toy drive. So now I'll ask you, Sammy, what has been the men's basketball team's greatest gift this year in their basketball program?
Greatest gift, huh? Well, I mean, 6-0 is a pretty great gift for the basketball program, but they're playing really well. They're playing really, really well. Bunch of players off the bench who can make plays. Coaches love to see that.
Absolutely. So we'll talk about still greatest gifts, and we're going to talk about the roster a little bit and who are their top performers.
For Oswego, definitely. Cartier Bowman, obviously a huge player, transferred last year. Let me see right here. 20 out of 29 games he played, he started in. Absolute unit on the court, getting 208 rebounds in one season. You believe that? 208 rebounds.
I know he's a beast out there on the court. So we'll talk more about the Lakers now. They have a game today. They have to kind of stay level-headed after a huge win yesterday. What is the biggest thing that they need to do today in order to advance to 7-0?
Yeah, I think they just need to figure out how to get the ball around the Cardinals today and just to score as much as possible. Try to get those free throws in. Those are very important, and I feel that isn't emphasized enough. And also rely on your top scorers like Jeremiah Sparks. Jeremiah Sparks has really led this team this season so far, and I'm excited to see him play today.
I absolutely agree that they need those top scorers to step in, and I agree that they need the bench to step in as well. You had Kenny Lazo kind of going off yesterday. Julian Crittenden had a couple great games this season where he's led the team in scoring. So they're going to need to rely on everybody. They've been all hands on deck so far this season. You hope to see that more today against a opponent like Plattsburgh. We're going to take things to another quick break. When we come back, some picks, predictions, and then we'll get right into tip-off right here on WTOP 10.
Welcome back to Major Discussions.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
Tensions are rising here in the Zeal as we are a minute and 30 or so away from tip-off here on the pregame show. I'm Matt Shermina, joined by Sammy Sozio and Kaylee Richmond. Before we head into tip-off, though, we have to add a little bit of spice to this broadcast. We're going to talk about our predictions for today. Maybe heat things up a little bit, melt out the snow, kind of alleviate tension. I'm going to start things off here. I'm going to predict women's win 54-48 in this game. Another close game, but I think the Lakers will come on top.
100%. I agree with you with the Lakers, but I'm hoping for a bigger score game. You know, my prediction is 68-60 Lakers. You know, I'm hoping for a game right now.
Absolutely. Well, I have high hopes for this game. I think Oswego's going to take the dub 60-53. Don't let my nails fool you.
Oswego across the table. We're going to throw it to another really quick break. When we come back, it's time for tip-off here on WTOP 10.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
The Kinda Late Show with Chloe and Anna. Like licorice, Twizzlers, absolutely nasty.
The thought of turkey is just nauseating.
I think you're wrong, is what I think.
You think I'm wrong a lot of time.
I do think you're wrong a lot.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
It's Al Roker.
We're here for you, we're here for you. This is your channel too. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTLP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTLP.
Welcome back to the Zeal. We are finally here, and we got action. Tip-off is moments away as we go through these starting lineups for the two teams. Sammy, can I just get another quick opinion on what you're looking for this game?
Well, obviously, Lakers need to come out and, just score points and win this game, but I'm looking for, sound really cheesy, nice clean game, no injuries, because at the end of the day, we just want to play, we want to watch the sport, but we just want to play the sport.
Absolutely. You said no injuries. That's very important. And obviously the scoring is going to be huge. For Oswego, though, they need to kind of bring it, Plattsburgh, hey, they have to do better defensively. They allow a field goal percentage of 38% for the opponent. So with a team like Oswego averaging 58 points per game, they want to step things up. Plattsburgh also has to step the defense up, allowing so many points per game and a high percentage of field goals.
Oh, 100%. As I said, my prediction, I'm looking for a high-scoring game. I bet both these teams are looking for a high-scoring game. Again, a rivalry. We really don't want Oswego doesn't want to lose to Plattsburgh again. So we're hoping for obviously they're looking for a win, and Plattsburgh's looking to keep their title.
Absolutely. And we talked about the history between these two games. Last time out, Oswego wins 53-48. We talked about that in the pregame show. I think they need to kind of do it again today here at home. Plattsburgh plays really, really well on the road. They're 3-1 on the road. They're 0-2 at home. They do better against home crowds. What does Oswego have to do to kind of take advantage of the home court against a team like Plattsburgh who plays so well on the road?
Well, that's kind of a tough question because, both these teams are great, but they can take advantage of the fact that maybe they need to slow down their offense, honestly. Slow down the offense, and then the Plattsburgh defense needs a... Well, okay. Let me restart real fast. Hold on. The Plattsburgh offense needs to slow down because, again, they're shooting 18% on the three-pointers. They need to slow down to get a great game going. But the Lakers need to step their defense up, just make sure they don't get another win on the road.
Absolutely. We already see a scuffle here in the first opening moments of the game. 7 seconds go by and already a lot of nonsense going on in this game.
Well, hot jambalaya, that means it's going to be a great game.
Carly Leo's going to take it out of the inbound for Giles for the Lakers. Also on the court, Elena Johnson. We have Shauna Iglesias, and in the corner, Logan Castaglione. Giles takes it up, passes off to Leo, to Logana. Castiglione, holding at the top of the key. Johnson in the paint to Leo. Kicks out corner. Sorry, that's Leo in the corner. The three ball goes. That was a pass from Logana to Leo. Little L to L connection, 31-32. Plattsburgh brings it up the court now. Inside the paint, it's Walcott. She drives on Logana, and it's an easy bucket for Walcott.
Both these teams are going to be trading points. I can feel it. But right now, Oswego's up by just a little bit. But they have to keep that. They have to keep that going if they want to win. If they want to win this game.
Absolutely. The handoff to Leo now. Screen by Logana to Castiglione. The little screen and drop action in the paint. Logana's trap, kicks out of the corner. Another three from Leo from the opposite corner. This time a little long. Rebounded by Couture. Or to Couture, sorry. To Smith now for Plattsburgh. Out to Greek in the paint. It's Walcott again. Dominating in the paint early. Walcott gets another bucket. She already has 4 in the game. 8:33 left. Oswego 3, Plattsburgh 4. It's kicked to Leo. The screen coming by Johnson. Logana, Castiglione. Leo up from the free throw stripe, and it's an easy bucket for her. We're trading buckets here early, Sammy.
I know both of these teams doing great in the first couple minutes of the game, but right now, if you're Sean Pinkerton right now, what are you looking for your from your offense? Like, what are you looking for to find out or figure out how to keep the points from going back and forth?
If I'm Pinkerton, I'm looking to protect on defense. They do really well defensively. So far, they're letting Plattsburgh off to a little hot start. 5-4 game Oswego. Giles takes it down the court now. Castiglione there. The screen. Into Johnson. Up with the shot. Off the back iron. It's going to stay Oswego basketball. It was touched by Plattsburgh last. Giles takes it out. Can't really find anyone. Finds Johnson. Out to Castiglione. Another 3-ball. And that one goes. So we talked a little about the defense. We're going to now talk about Oswego's keys to the game today. What they have to do is convert on free buckets. From the line, they have been subpar to say the least, shooting 56% from the stripe. That is unacceptable. They have to knock down buckets from the free throw line. It'll improve their record overall, especially in those close games. It's ultimately really important. Another key for Oswego. They got to be aggressive on defense. We already talked about it. It's now an 8-4 game here as Leo takes another 3 off front iron. But like I said, aggressive defense. Plattsburgh, they're young. They're going to kind of get flustered a little bit in this game. They average 64.2 points per game. Oswego allows 50.2. That aggressive defense with a young unit in Plattsburgh is going to be really, really important today. For Plattsburgh, though, some keys. They got to limit the turnovers. You see one there. They have to limit the turnovers. They're averaging 18.2 turnovers per game. And they also have to find efficient shots. They've done a really good job so far finding Walcott inside the paint. That's an efficient shot. They have to do a better job finding those shots, getting those buckets, because that's where they're going to be successful.
Right now, they're taking deep threes, and they're just not making them. They need to slow down, maybe come up on the line a little bit, or even just get in the paint for a layup. Because consistent points are better than no points at all.
Right, you got to get in the paint. You got to work there. They've done it down low so far. That's where all their points have come from, is inside the paint with Walcott. As we see Couture headed to the line. Back iron, no good on the first free throw. We talked about the free throws being the Achilles here for Oswego. So far, seems to be the same case for Plattsburgh. We'll see how this goes beginning later on to the game. Couture's second. That one's good. Logana takes it out to Giles. Plattsburgh brings the press. They get through it. Giles gripped away by Walcott. She runs a 3-on-2 break up to Couture. The lay-in, no good. Walcott, second chance bucket, gets that one to fall. 8-7 game, 6-9 left to go.
That's the kind of stuff, if you're the coach, you want it to not happen, right? Your second chance points, they get there and they make the point.
Right, you get the turnover, and then you let up the second chance bucket. A bad turn of events for the Lakers. As Couture grabs the rebound, intercepted by Leo. The Lakers recollect, didn't have numbers. Look, Castiglione now. To Giles. Giles from the elbow, good. Plattsburgh trying to answer now. It's Maya Smith running the point to Greek. Greek trying to handle. Corner to Peterson-Ross. Back up to Smith. Smith off the V-cut. Inside the paint to Walcott. It's stripped away by Giles. The Lakers have numbers. 5-on-3. Leo. The pass down to Lagana. She takes it in, and it's blocked away by Maya Smith. It's going to stay a Lakers basketball. Quick change for the Lakers. Jaden Wilson checks in the game. That's for number 2, Julia Greek. Inbound, Lagana. Trapped in the corner, gets it out to Castiglione. Runs top to the key. The screen. And Lagana, a jump ball called as Lagana got a little tied up in the paint. Another change here, substitution. Sorry, we're going to head to a timeout. But we are going to have a change when we come out as some players start to stand up to come on the court. A timeout taken by the Lakers. So far, a pretty good start for both teams. 10-7, 5 minutes into this first quarter, Sammy. What stood out to you so far?
Well, right now, it's kind of the bad that stood out to me. They're rushing to get points. They're absolutely just trying to get points on the board, but they can't do that if they want to win this game. Both teams are, that second chance point was a huge wake-up call for me. If I was a coach, be like, okay, we need to slow it down, make sure we know where the ball is, keep our eye on the ball.
Right, you have an opportunity to stretch the run that they're on. They were up a decent amount. It's now a 3-point game. They let things go like that. That turnover, second chance bucket. That can't happen if you want to make a run and get ahead in this game early. For Plattsburgh, though, they got to keep up the high IQ play, and they're very capable of doing that. Like 5 of these students on this team made SUNYAC honor roll last year, so a very high IQ team on and off the court. So just kind of keeping it up on the offensive side, kind of limit the turnovers, like we said earlier. Oswego's got to do the same on their side of the court. They're letting free baskets kind of go. You see the fouls. You see the second chance buckets. Oswego has to do better on the defensive end. That's the key to win this game is the aggressive defense. So far, they've been lackluster.
I will say both teams are doing amazing with the pressure right now. They're keeping on the defense, making sure they're on their toes. And, with the second chance point, and then when that jump ball happened, it was just like, I could just tell that the girls were getting flustered over there.
I agree. I think the aggression has been great. The second chance buckets have been great. The pressure has been great. So we're going to head back to the game now as players start to come in. It's going to be Peterson-Ross taking it out and Maya Smith taking it up the court for the Cardinals. Into Walcott. Walcott drives, doubled on the paint. We're going to have a travel violation on Walcott. It's going to be a Lakers basketball. There it is, Sammy. Limiting turnovers.
Like we just said, the pressure was getting to them and they traveled. Got to limit the penalties. Those are drive killers.
Absolutely. So we get a zip pass inside, then back out into the paint, and now we're back in the hands of Giles. She recollects at the top of the key. Calls for an ISO. The screen. Nobody. To Leo now. Leo drives, kicks Giles. Giles was out of bounds. It's going the other way.
Again, you're talking about those drive killers. Just the stupidest mistake, stepping on the bound. Your shoelace goes outside the bounds, and you lose the ball.
Smith runs the point to Peterson-Ross. Back to Smith. Couture. Smith drives, handoff, Ross. Trapped, great pass down inside to Wilson. Can't get it to go, rebound by Walcott. Couture drives, puts it up with the left, can't find it. It's going to be Oswego basketball now. Giles taking it down the court.
Got some great pressure from the defense there.
Trailing her was Castiglione. She's got the rock now. Trying to get a screen, won't go. She kicks it out to Logana, who kicks it out to Leo. to Johnson. Giles works baseline, tries to get it out. It's tipped by Peterson-Ross from the Plattsburgh Cardinals. We have some changes coming into the game now. For Plattsburgh, Bree Brusso comes in, as well as Selma Dice for Oswego. We have, Giovanna White Principio coming in the game, as well as Sydney Hopes and number 21, Logan Nyamchek. As we have a shot clock violation, it's going the other way. A lot of mistakes being compounded. 3-10 in this game, 10-7 Oswego.
Right now, keep their eye on the ball, but you also got to keep their eye on the shot clock. Those are some, again, drive killers.
Very simple mistakes that they're making right now. They have to make the adjustment going into the second quarter. As we see the shot now, Jaden Wilson hits the right side of the backboard. It's going the other way as it's cleaned up by Giovanna White Principio. Now it's dished to the corner. No good. That was a shot from Castiglione, but it's rebounded, and a second chance opportunity swirls around. Sydney Hopes gets it to go.
We got talk about the second chance points, man. If you get the rebound, you deserve the points. But if you keep missing those shots and giving it over to the other team, that's when you got to start thinking about maybe changing up your lineup. These girls get gassed, and they're trying their best, but sometimes again, they played the whole quarter and it's 12-7. They played a great first half, but right now I can tell some of them are tired. That's why they probably changed the lineup a little bit.
Right, and you get the second chance point on the other end. You can't let it come on the other end as Bree Brusso gets a little second chance herself. We're going to kick out to Leo. Another 3-ball from her. This one is money. Leo is on fire early. Another 3-ball already in this game. She's got 6 points. Plattsburgh running it now to Smith.
A tip.
By Principio. The quick shot. Hopes. Mid-range demon for sure. Lakers starting to go on a little run there. Sydney Hopes has 4.
The mid-range game is going to be what comes down to who wins this game. Both teams have great mid-range, but the Plattsburgh has some great layups. So right now, it's going to come down to who can score more in the paint more than outside the paint.
Right, another silly mistake from Plattsburgh as that ball rolls out of bounds. We're going to have to go to another timeout. Coach Ben Seraf does not like what he's seeing right now on the offensive end.
100%. I don't blame him. That second chance point and then that the banger right after that, they have to stop. Leo right now is on fire, and she just seems to be able to get in and out of coverage like that, like the Flash. They have to put someone on who can stay on her, that's capable and that's fast enough to stay on her when she's shooting those threes. But really, it comes down to who can get the ball faster and who can get those second chance points.
Absolutely, and you talked about Leo, red hot so far. She has 8 points in this game, 2 3-pointers already. Plattsburgh has to do a better job recognizing the open shooter, crashing out, and closing out. They have to do better defending Leo. She does check out of the game for now, as we have some new players for the Lakers. Julie Tenenblatt comes into the game for Oswego. We're going to get the inbouncer. It looks like she's wearing some Christmas festive shoes, green and red on the court right now. She hands it off to Hopes. Hopes is also red hot so far. The kick to Principio. Back out to Hopes. She thinks about the shot, doesn't take it. Now it's White Principio, the 3-ball. Short iron. Rebounded by Couture. She runs it down the court for Plattsburgh. It's in the corner. Wilson drives baseline, kicks to Brusso, back to Wilson. A little give and go action for an easy bucket. Just exposing the weak inside defense from Oswego as Tannenblatt runs the point. The kick to Hopes. Hopes calling for his screen. Goes the opposite way. Drives. Can't find the room. The shot, front iron. That was Nyamchek. It's going the other way. Wilson, the 3-ball. And that one's good.
He gets it in there.
The Max Steel Gym. It's getting hot here. A lot of 3-balls. A lot of players on fire.
Absolutely. Again, it seems like these some of these players have some X factors where they can be either score inside or outside, and Wilson might be their player. So they have to get maybe a couple people on it, couple girls on her, but also on their players as well.
Right, Wilson's a 300 shooter for Plattsburgh. We're going to go down to the Lakers now as Niemczyk gets it in the paint, dishes it out to Hopes. Hopes runs to the top of the key, recollects. White Principio looking to screen. She looks for Principio on the give and go. Principio gets it back, and we're just going to chuck up a shot. Niemczyk throws up a three to end the quarter. I don't know what's going on there.
That was a wave of a roller coaster of emotions right there. It looks like she was almost scared to shoot the three. She had a wide open shot and she didn't take it. So I wonder if there's a little bit of maybe like more of a confidence thing. Maybe that's why they can't make their shots.
Right. I mean, you do have a lot of shots so far, though. It's a 17-14 game in the first quarter. We've been drilling from three. And we're gonna now send it down to our sideline reporter, Kaylee Richmond, for more on the first quarter of action. Kaylee, what do you got?
All right, guys, it is the end of the first quarter. The Lakers lead 17-14. A lot of bad blood between these two teams as the Lakers and Cardinals go back and forth in this matchup so far. Is there a place in this world you'd rather be watching college basketball right now? Well, I wouldn't be. Anyway, a great start for the Lakers. Looking forward to seeing more. Back to you guys.
And some Lakers supporting Lakers as well in this gym today as Jacob Levine from the baseball team just entered the building.
Wow, the Lakers are a huge family, man. Everyone in the athletics team, they always have some sort of things together.
Right, Jacob. I actually work with Jacob Levine out at the fitness center. Great guy.
Yeah,
I love Jacob Levine.
All the athletes I've met here are great people. I have not met one bad person at Oswego yet, and that goes to show you how great this school really is.
Yeah, Laker Athletics, we really have a classy program across the board. We're getting ready for second quarter of action now as Tannenblatt runs the point again here. White Principio looks to screen. She does. Fades down. It's out to Niemczyk to Hofs. White Principio. That's Molly James now looking to get it inside on the roll. It's deflected by Bruce out. A little pump fake from Plattsburgh. No good on the three ball. That was Couture, rebounded by Molly James.
Put her on ice skates.
Sydney Hopes has it now. Out to White Principio. And that's a shot from Tannenblatt. No good. White Principio, the second chance opportunity. Foul on the floor.
These second chance points are what's going to come down to winning the game, and it's also killing both teams right now.
It is. They got to do better cleaning up the offensive glass. Like, what's that product that people use to clean glass, Sammy? Remind me.
Oh, it's Windex.
Ah, that's right. The Windex. Yeah, we're going to need some glass cleaners here on the defensive end pretty soon. Out to James. Tipped away by Smith. It's going to stay in Oswego ball as the pass was intended to Molly James.
Listen, I know both these teams all too well, okay? They're really going to have to, dial in, figure out their mid-range game, because that's going to come down, that and the second chance points are what's going to come down to who wins this game.
Right, and we talked about the family ties earlier in the rival history. We're going to have to shake that off. As we're just throwing around Taylor Swift references here. The kick out to the Plattsburgh bench, just kind of a little missed communication on what she thought Hopes was going to do. Maybe thought she was going to fade towards the corner. Hopes stayed top of the key. It's going the other way now. Smith runs the point for Plattsburgh.
Both teams' reputations are on the line right now.
Throwing around Taylor Swift references here in the second quarter. Out to Wilson, the three. Front iron. Rebounded by Niemczyk. It's going the other way. Hopes runs the point. Corner. Tannenblatt. Travel.
Drive killers, man. Simple mistakes just become, drive killers. And they could have scored a point there, but now game is still 17-14 with 8:37 left.
There's already been several times in this game where they have been able to go on runs, and then they are stopped in their tracks due to turnovers, due to stupid mistakes like that. You kind of got to dribble before you run. It's kind of the whole point of basketball. You just got to do better with those simple things. We talked about that earlier. Now, on the Plattsburgh does the same thing on the other end. A dumb turnover, telegraph pass Inside, that's going to be Hopes now. Out to Molly James, wide open from 3, and it's good. Might be the best James and the best 23 to ever play basketball. I don't know if that's a hot take, but Molly James is looking like the women's version of LeBron James, her NBA counterpart.
Man, I don't know if you can say that. We're on, you know that's out there for the rest of the digital footprint, man. You know, you're saying that. Saying LeBron James.
Best James 23 and for the Lakers. All in one. Giovanna White-Principio picks up her first foul of the game. It's going to be Couture heading to the line now. Her first shot. Good to go. And Plattsburgh very efficient, or not very efficient, but they are more efficient than Oswego from the free throw line. 7:25 shooting from there. They've been great today, 2 for 3 so far. And now 3 for 4.
Couture missed that first free throw she had, and she was like, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm taking them all now.
Plattsburgh applies the pressure. Oswego deals with it as they try to jump the pass. Back out to Molly James. Inside, White-Principio. Out Hopes. Scramble defense by Plattsburgh. They recollect. Hopes gets the screen. Doesn't need it. She shoots. It's no good. Rebounded Plattsburgh. Brousseau tips it. In the corner, Wilson. Smith. Little crossover inside the paint. Up with the layup and fouled. Plattsburgh heads to the line yet again in this second quarter.
Oswego's earning right now, which could make them the first. Well, trying to make a Taylor Swift pun there, and it did not work. I'm so sorry, everyone at home.
That's what they call karma, Sammy, as Smith gets her first free throw to go.
Call me the anti-hero, because I'm done making jokes.
Oh, gosh. Smith second. No good. Tannenblatt runs the point. Tannenblatt, corner. White-Principio, top of the key. Loses it a little bit, recollects. Molly James spins in. Grabbed away by Wilson. Plattsburgh doesn't have numbers, 3-on-3. Scrambled on offense now. Smith to Couture. Long.
Almost a second chance point there.
Rebounded by Nemchek. Now it's run by James. Inside to Principio, and too easy for the Lakers as she finds White-Principio. White-Principio, what a game she had yesterday. 18 rebounds. You talk about cleaning up on the glass. 18 rebounds is insane. She played out of her mind yesterday.
She probably... 18 rebounds is absolutely insane to me. Must have been in that paint more time than she was out there.
Now it's run by Peterson Ross. Sorry, that's Couture. Out to Wilson. Smith. Smith dribbles in. And just falling asleep on defense is Molly James as Smith blows right by her for an easy lay-in.
If you look back to almost 2 minutes ago, this game was about maybe 15-9. And now we're at 22-19. So some easy points that could... inside the mid-range, of course, as I say that.
It's Molly James again. Smith runs the point. It's Dice. The mid-range. Long.
It's good to know that both these teams have some great sparks off the bench.
James runs the point. Inside, Nemchek. Pump fake. Out. Tannenblatt. 3-ball. Long. Rebounded Couture. She holds. She needs Dice to run it now. Guarded by Tannenblatt. Handoff Smith. Drives middle. Back out, it's Wilson. Another 3-ball for her. This one's good.
And just like that, the game is now a one-score game.
And Wilson now has 8 in this one as the long ball of the White Principio inside to James. The blocking fell on Couture as Molly James tried to throw a shot up in time. Heavily defended. Too much defense, though, as we say, as Plattsburgh picks up another foul in this one.
That's absolutely the thing, is too much defense. You overextend your team, and then you miss one person, and one person can make that play.
If you're going to take a hit like that, got to get your feet set and take the, kind of just take it. That's what you got to do. You can't really just, you can't foul there. I mean, come on.
Absolutely.
Like, Molly
I
James,
understand what you're saying.
Molly James comes in on the cut and goes up for the basket. You got to keep your hands up, take the contact, don't give off the contact. The contact is kind of what I'm getting at here. We're going to need to recollect again. Another timeout here for both teams. They got to talk things over. So far, Plattsburgh has done a really good job staying collected. I mean, I know you saw the turnovers early. They haven't been too bad right now. But on the defensive end, also causing havoc for Oswego. They haven't been a great defensive team this year, other than, allowing a lot of shots, a lot of points. But today, doing stellar on defense. Oswego, though, they allow 50.2 points per game. Right now, Plattsburgh already right there within inches, a 2-point deficit right now. Plattsburgh has done really well on the offensive end, as Oswego hasn't been their best on the defensive.
100%. I think this game will come down to the intensity of both teams. Both teams are, right now it's kind of unbalanced because Plattsburgh is, putting their heart into this game. Oswego's just kind of letting it get through the defense. They have to keep on Wilson and Smith, who are like a great duo right there, and they just seem to be like keeping them out, keeping them open so they can score that 3 and make the game 24-22 like it is right now.
Absolutely. Some new players check in for Plattsburgh. It's Greek, Peterson, Ross, Walcott, all in the game. Dice stays, as well as Wilson. Molly James takes the free throw. Back iron will not go. For the Lakers as well, Castiglione checks into the game.
Again, making free throws are again a game killer. If you miss them, that's two free points you're giving up. And right now the game could be a 2-point game, but now it is still 24-22.
With how close this game is, you're right, the free throws are killer for the Lakers. They've been killer all year as Plattsburgh runs it. Peterson Ross, the handoff to Greek. Greek now back to Peterson Ross. She drives off the punt fake. Dice gets the screen. Inside, Walcott can't catch it through the arms. It's collected by, that's Giles. Giles calling for the screen. Dishes out. Niemczek. Castiglione. White Principio now. Back out to Giles. All the way across court pass to Castiglione. She calls for the screen. Inside. Oh, little. That was an impressive move. A little rebound from whoever was down in the paint. I couldn't even see it. I think it was Giles. I was just so. I'm sorry. I'm speechless because of that little deflection pass. It was Giles. Yeah, I got it. It's Greek now at the top of the key for Plattsburgh.
I'm not even sure they knew what was happening. I'm not sure she wasn't expecting the rebound pass. But that's what happens in a game like this. You have to keep on your toes, and just like that.
Walcott mosses Niemczek. I think we're playing the wrong sport, but she gets the basket. Giles runs the point. Behind the back, dish over to Niemczek. Back out Giles. Castiglione has the rock. Cross court Giles. Screen. Shot. Good!
Sunk. This mid-range game is absolutely insane right now. That's what's scoring most of these points.
And Giles has had some really crafty passes here in the last couple minutes. We have 3 to go, 26-24, Oswego. Matt Shermina and Sammy Sozio for WTOP 10 Sports. The shot now from Greek, no good. It's going to dribble out of bounds. Headed Oswego's way. New players check in. Carly Leo, Lagana.
Looks like they're putting in more of their starters. Hopefully, you can keep their lead or extend their lead a little bit.
Right, you got to extend the lead as Elena Johnson also checks in the game for the Lakers. Giles out to Leo now on the inbound. Back to Giles. She's going to run the point. Giles, top of the key, looks for the screen from Leo. Another screen for Leo this time. Another 3-ball.
And it's sunk. The Plattsburgh defense has got to keep someone on Leo. Otherwise, she's just going to keep scoring points.
Leo's got 11 now in this one. Inside to Walcott. Works on. That was Logano with great defense.
You know how we talk about intensity. Oswego is getting intense now on both sides of the ball.
Castiglione on the handoff to Leo. Leo, Giles. Dribbles, looks for the screen, doesn't need it. Pulls up, jump shot, good. Giles is pure from the field right now. Another point for her, 2 points for her. Sorry, she's at 6 right now in this one.
That's how fast this game can turn, man.
They have to keep up the momentum if they want to start a run here. The deep shot by Greek, no good. Back iron. Rebounded by Plattsburgh. It looked like she stepped out of bounds before she could bounce it off the legs of Leo. It's going the other way. Couture checks in the game for Wilson. Leo on the inbound. It's going to Giles again. Giles runs the point. Leo. The screen, Logana. Goes the opposite way. Logana takes it, paint. Backs down on Walcott. Little spin the other way. And no good on the shot. Now it's Smith running the point. Handoff Couture. Crosses on the elbow inside the paint. A travel violation before she could get the pass off to Maya Smith.
I'd say a little bit of unsportsmanlike on the Plattsburgh team. They're obviously upset that they lost their tied game. So now they're hoping to get back. But right now, I mean, sportsmanship's all what this game's about. No one wants each other getting hurt.
Plattsburgh bringing a little press up now. Couture takes the contact, intercepted by Walcott, going the other way. Couture got it in her hands now. All the way up to Miles Smith, and that's another turnover for Couture. She has 26 turnovers on the year, adding to that in this game. Just some blimps on offense for Plattsburgh Cardinals as Giles takes it down the court. The cross, another cross, out to Leo. Leo doesn't have the opening. All the way across court, Castiglione, she does have the opening. Doesn't get the shot to go, though. Short iron, dribbles out, goes Plattsburgh's way.
This last minute of the game, right now they slow it down. Oswego has their lead. They don't need to score more points. You just need to keep the ball, rest up for the next half.
Couture, the inbound to Smith. Smith runs the point now. Crosses half court. Maybe calls a little ISO play. Greek comes out, guarded tightly by Castiglione, drives paint, shot with the left hand, rebounded Castiglione. The shot's no good. Castiglione to Leo. Leo runs it top now, Giles. Lakers just going to probably hold this one out, get a last shot. 15's left on the clock, 14 on the shot clock. Plattsburgh brings the double. Giles escapes the backcourt violation, brings it all the way in the paint, out Castiglione, and it's good. The Lakers killing Plattsburgh from the perimeter in this game so far as Castiglione knocks down another 3-ball, and now 10-point lead in this game for the Lakers. And Plattsburgh, they just have to crash out and close out on the shooters.
Absolutely.
They cannot let the Lakers take advantage going into the second half from beyond the arc.
100%. In the last 3 seconds, they made the game a 10-point game, 10 difference. So right now, Plattsburgh needs to go in there and think about what they did this quarter wrong and see how they can fix it. Maybe get some more pressure on defense, because right now it looks like some of those shots were pretty open. Right. So I mean, maybe it's just the Coach Pinkerton's amazing defensive coordination, but still, or offensive coordination, say all those screens and stuff. But right now, I think that Plattsburgh needs to just look into their hearts and see what they need to do for the next quarter.
Right, there's things to talk about in the locker room going into the second half. For Plattsburgh, obviously, it's the turnovers. They have 18.2 turnovers per game on the year. And then we talked about Couture, 26 turnovers for her. She already had a couple here in the game, especially late. She got that full court pass, flew out of bounds by feet. It wasn't even close to whoever was on the other, down by the rim there. So we got to do better ball handling. We also have to do better defensively, especially crashing out shooters, as we mentioned, and then containing, the big scorers like Leo, like Castiglione, like Giles, like Hopes. They've been great so far in this game. They got to contain those shooters and start getting the Lakers. I think the Plattsburgh Cardinals have to adapt to those shooters. We're going to send it down to our sideline reporter, Kaylee Richmond, to see to wrap up the first half of action for us. Kaylee?
Well, guys, welcome to halftime. The Laker ladies lead 34-24. These ladies are untouchable. These Lakers are dominating the court, having answers to everything that's being thrown at them. Now, going into the second half, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Going into this next half, ladies, remember to breathe, wipe off the sweat off your brow, and keep up the good work. Keep doing what you're doing, because it's obviously working. Well, back to you guys.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Roll it. Jill
Should
told
we
me it
tell
was
him?
Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
Al Roker.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that black. Look at the bling. Look at the, do we got a diamond tester on? Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep.
10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
We scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. I'm gonna need that back. No. Kevin!
Second half of action is minutes away as we have a holly jolly halftime report for you. I'm Matt Shermina, joined by Sammy Sozio and sideline reporter Kaylee Richmond. A very eventful first half. What were what are the biggest surprises from that first half for you, Sammy?
Well, right now the Lakers are up by 10 points, and that was a big surprise for me at least. You know, they're letting the players who make the points open more than they're letting the players who don't make the points. I can't wrap my head around that. The coach sets up the offense sets up the screen very well, and they just lock in and they just score the points. And I'm very surprised it was a 10-point game at halftime.
How about you, Caleb?
Well, the energy down on the sideline is unmatched between both teams. I feel like they evenly have the same amount of grit when they play against each other, and it's an exciting matchup to see. I think that this is going to be a great match going into the second half.
Absolutely. You talked about the energy here, especially on the sideline. We see a lot of Lakers supporting Lakers. I saw some rugby players. I saw some baseball players.
Yeah.
Kind of players from all over the place.
Exactly. No, it's so great to see so many other Oswego teams come out to support these ladies and possibly the men if they decide to stick around. But, it's so great. It brings a sense of community to the campus. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And we got a 34-24 game as we look at the halftime summary so far in this game. The biggest thing right now is Carly Leo's 11 points, killing them from three-pointer. And kind of across the board, the three ball has been crucial today for Oswego.
100%. Carly Leo's one of a top player for Oswego right now, and they're letting her. She gets open like that. Like I call her the Flash. She's the Flash, and she gets open and she makes those threes so quick. Plattsburgh doesn't even have a chance to recognize or even know what just happened.
Yeah, absolutely. And as far as the three-point shots go, Oswego has been dominating Plattsburgh in that aspect. 6 three-point shots made between with Plattsburgh only making 2 three-point shots. So I think that it's important for Oswego to keep up that energy on the court and continue to do well.
Absolutely. Oswego at 28% three-point shooting team. Today they're shooting 35% from the three-point perimeter. They are 6 for 17, as you mentioned, opposed to Plattsburgh's 2 to 7. It's been a very even contest in other areas, though. A lot of turnovers on both ends. Very strong defense on both ends. Only a 10-point game, really anyone's game going into the second half.
100%. Again, I think that whoever comes out of the locker room more intense will win this game. It's going to come down to who can get more rebounds, who can get the second chance points, and who can score. Because they just have to get the ball to them. Right now, I'll say it again. I said it before, but the Lakers, some of the Lakers look scared to shoot.
So like you said, like a very even matchup. We have 2 lead changes in this game so far, just kind of back and forth. Oswego's had the lead most of the game, and they've dominated the last half of the second half. But really, no, so far it has been a really even game. You see it in terms of rebounds. You see it in terms of field goal percentage. It's not that far off, and everything's kind of right there. It's just the turnovers got to get cleaned up on either end, and also things got to go well either way. We're going to look around the SUNYAC now at how the other teams are faring up. Maybe some not-so-even matchups. That New Paltz and Brockport game's looking a little out of reach. Kaylee?
We're looking at what matchup again? It's a bit loud in here. Oh, yeah, the Oneonta and, which one? New Paltz and Brockport. All right. New Paltz and Brockport. New Paltz is leading 41-25 right now. I think that's pretty much expected. What about you guys? What do you guys think?
Well, we talked about Brockport earlier. They were 5-1, and right now they're getting handed to them by the.
Oh wow! So yeah, very unexpected actually. Going back to what you said about watching Brockport at the beginning of the game. So yeah, definitely a bit of a shock there for you, Matt. I'm sure.
Right. Everywhere else, kind of 35-21. Cortland and Potsdam. You got 30-21. Geneseo and Oneonta, and then Fredonia is on top at Buffalo State on the road, 26-21. So. Really just that big game that Brockport and New Paltz, it's kind of the only huge lead. I mean, I guess Cortland and Potsdam. Potsdam didn't play, they played okay yesterday, but they had this short turnaround, so they have to kind of turn things around second half as well. Yeah.
100%. Well, we look at the Fredonia at Buff State. They have a 5-point game right now. So, I mean, that's still anybody's game, but you were talking about the Potsdam Portland game. Again, maybe the Bears were a little tired coming off the game yesterday.
Right, absolutely. The Bears are going to need to make some second half adjustments, and both teams here are also going to have to make some second half adjustments. For the Lakers, what do you think they need to do in the second half, real quick?
Well, again, intensity. Whoever comes out of the locker room the best will win this game. But again, I'll let Kaylee go.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think Oswego definitely needs to step up their game with free throws. I think that there's a blank space, in their ability to make those free throws, and I think that's something that they definitely need to work on to get those points up.
Really, right on cue, you throw the blank space representing there. We've been talking about T-Swift all day. Some bad blood between these two teams going into the second half of action. We're going to throw it to a quick break when we come back. Second half of action right here on WTOP 10.
Welcome back to Major Discussions.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
We're rocking around the Christmas tree going into the second half of action. And I'm Matt Sharamita, joined by Sammy Sozio. Sammy, a lot going on right now in this game.
Absolutely. Coming out of the locker room right now, I'll say it once, I'll say it 150 million times. Whoever comes out of the locker room with the best wins. And I think both teams, no matter what this game, one of them is going to become haunted, okay? They're going to be haunted by the loss.
Both of these head coaches have some history in their program, so I know they know what they're doing in the locker room. Ben Saroff, his third season as head coach here in Plattsburgh. He got his first win over Clarkson since 2011 a couple weeks ago, and he's got a 300 win percentage. He was 8th and 9th in the conference last year. He's trying to turn things around going into his third year as head coach. Sean Pinkerton on the other end, 6th season with Oswego, not as much success. You finish the SUNYAC at 9th, 10th, 10th, 10th again, 7th, but right now they're right there in the top few. They're at number 3 right now. Brockport loses, New Paltz loses, New Paltz wins, sorry, but Brockport loses, maybe Geneseo loses. You move up in the rankings a little bit, and it's kind of turnaround season for Sean Pinkerton as we get ready for second half action here as Kathy Peterson-Ross takes it out to Maya Smith. Maya Smith into Walcott. So Smith inside the paint. That's Couture. Couture, a little turnaround jump shot. Good to go off the back of the rim. It's in the hands of Giles. Plattsburgh coming out strong, getting the opening bucket of the second half. Giles runs the point. Waiting for a screen, waiting for Leo. Leo comes up, passes to Logana. to Giles, out to Castiglione, the 3-ball. No good. Tightly guarded by Walcott. It's the second chance opportunity now for the Lakers. Another one, Castiglione inside. Lagana. Still in her hands. Castiglione outside now. Recollects. 10-second shot clock. 9 seconds on the shot clock now. Castiglione goes in with the left. Up with the right hand. Rebounded by... That was Lagana. Players got tied up on the jump ball. Go down towards the floor. That was Lagana and Couture fighting for it. It's staying Lakers basketball. Giles takes it out.
Looked like she was hurt for a sec. I got a little scared, but she's okay.
9:05 left on the clock as Castiglione takes the shot. It's long. Rebounded by Greek. She runs the point to Smith now. Long pass. Kicks out Couture. Corner, Peterson-Ross. Back in the hands of Greek. She gets the screen. Trying to work inside is Walcott. She comes up now. Hand off Couture. Works inside on Johnson. It's tipped away by the Lakers. Leo runs it now. Finds Giles in the paint. Back out. Some miscommunication up at the top of the key. Giles gets it in the corner. Short. Rolls in favor of Oswego. Castiglione now has the top of the key. A little floater from the elbow. No good. Another offensive rebound by the Lakers. The turnaround jump shot. Logana tipped away by Walcott.
At that point, it's just demoralizing not getting 3 attempts and then not getting a point.
Three opportunities there to score, and then ends up getting tipped away and goes the other way. And now you get a foul on the other end. It's just it's bad basketball.
Yeah,
Sammy.
Absolutely. 34-24 going into the half, and now not even a minute and a half in is now. It's not that much of a big improvement, but if they score here, it's going to be a 28-34.
First free throw from Greek is good.
Say what you want about Plattsburgh, they can make their free throws.
They've been exceptional from the stripe today. Another one good.
Absolutely.
For Plattsburgh as Greek hits both. Plattsburgh brings the press now. It's Greek staying up on Giles. Giles blows by her. The kickoff to Castiglione. Back out to Giles, top of the key. Defender loses her. She works inside. A hard foul. But she's good. She's helped up by 2 of the Laker players in Johnson and Lagana. Giles heads to the charity stripe now. So as great as Plattsburgh has been at the charity stripe, the Lakers not so much. They got to start doing better from the free throw line. Giles gets it.
It's almost like they can sense us, telling them to do a little bit better.
Well, I think part of the you talked about the locker room philosophy. I think part of it was making sure you're hitting your free throws. I think Sean Pinkerton put an emphasis on that. Like, guys, we gotta get the free buckets to go if we're gonna want to come out on top. Giles gets both there now as Maya Smith gets stopped at the low block, has to kick out to Couture.
Well, free throws are basically free points. You got a penalty, and they're giving you an opportunity. And if you don't capitalize it, then what are you doing?
Right,
you get hurt for no reason.
Can't give away the free buckets as Smith takes the pump fake on Giles. Giles loses her a little bit, recollects, and is able to close out as it's no good by Maya Smith. Castiglione runs up the court now. Lakers don't have numbers, but they look inside to Lagana. Nope, sorry, it's Elena Johnson, but she loses it on the baseline. It's going the other way. Peterson-Ross takes it out, inbound to Maya Smith now. 7:25 on the clock. Oswego 36, Plattsburgh 28. The screen from Peterson-Ross on Couture. Leo does a good job working over it now. Walcott in the paint. She was great earlier. Doesn't get that one to go. Rebounded Leo. Giles to Castiglione. A screen from Giles. Back in her hands. Up into Johnson's hands and out. It's going to stay Lakers ball, though, as it's tipped away by Plattsburgh.
That was pretty brave. That was almost double coverage right there, and she still managed to get out of bounds. So a little bit of luck on the Lakers tonight.
Giles has made some really smart passes and some really crafty passes so far this game. That wasn't one of her best as she threw it into double coverage. Kind of risky, but it didn't work out in Plattsburgh's favor as it stayed Oswego's ball. Lagana gets it stripped away from her by Walcott. Now it's in the hands of Castiglione. Lagana again. Giles, turnaround jump shot. No good as it hits the front of the iron.
At that point, they didn't have much time on the shot clock left. They were just looking to get it up.
Greek, a little shifty move into the paint, up with the right hand, and it's an easy lay-in.
It almost
for
looks like
Julia
no one was there to block her. She kind of walked in there. Oh, but we got some points back on the board. So
the Lakers answer with a lay-in of their own. 2 easy buckets for either of these teams as Julia Lagana gets a basket. Another inside shot is good for Plattsburgh. That's Couture.
They can't keep trading points like this because it's going to go nowhere. So Plattsburgh has got to get up on their game. That's why they're putting some pressure on the offense a little bit.
We have to hone in on the inside defense for both teams as Giles takes it to the top of the key now. Giles, a little right-hand reverse, no good. It's Maya Smith running the point. Plattsburgh, no numbers. Maya Smith takes it anyway, coast to coast. Back out, it's Peterson-Ross, the 3. Good to go! Peterson-Ross with a crucial 3-ball. This game is within 3 points after starting the half as a 10-point deficit. Plattsburgh starting to work their way back in this one as they bring on the press to try to keep Oswego contained. Giles to Leo now.
100%. Well, it looks like we know who came out of the locker room, right? Right now, both defenses are playing really well, but it's going to come down to the offense, and the travel on Lakers will give it it's another drive killer. Penalties are drive killers.
We're going to take a look at this last shot from Plattsburgh. You just see kind of the way they're able to get inside the paint in this game. It's really killing the Oswego Lakers. The turnover is also killing the Oswego Lakers as Maya Smith now runs the point again. She's going to be guarded by Giles. Kicks off Greek. Greek gets the screen by Peterson-Ross. It's out to Ross. Smith, 3-ball, no good.
That was almost a tied game right there. If I were the Lakers, I'd be a little bit scared.
I mean, it's hard to play defense when when you're limiting up the easy buckets, then you have to adjust to the easy buckets. You also have to crash the perimeter. It can't be one or the other. You have to play solid defense all around, a very well-rounded defensive game.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. As we go into a timeout, what do you think that Lakers have to do in order to extend their lead or even win this game right now?
Just talked about it. It's the defense. We talked about them getting in the paint. Plattsburgh did a really good job getting 2 easy buckets in the paint, and then they stretch the floor, gets the 3-ball. They just had another 3-ball opportunity. The Lakers have to close out on the 3 open shooters, but they also have to kind of attack the paint as well. You have to have good help defense in the paint, good movement, good communication. All of that has to be in full effect for the Lakers on the defensive end. And on the offensive end, it's limiting the turnovers.
Absolutely. I'm going back to the communication bit. That one drive killer where she threw the ball into double coverage and it luckily bounced off of the other player. It could have been really bad if they had gotten that ball because there was no one. It was going to straight shot to the other side of the court, so there would have been no one there in order to stop it. But communication is key. Intensity is key too. Like that one player. I forgot who it was in Plattsburgh who was just kind of walked up to the goal. She walked up to the goal and no one was there. That they all just stared at her as they stopped her. No. It's going to come down to it's intensity, and right now the Lakers aren't playing with the intensity that they need to beat Plattsburgh, who has such a huge winning record on them.
Right, maybe taking the game a little lightly, which you don't want to really do. They might have come out playing the score a little bit. That's that's on them. They're going to have to make the adjustment now, as it's only a 3-point game, 4:49 to go.
100%, and maybe again you could cut them to some slack because maybe they were tired from the game yesterday too. But again. You got double. You got game after game. You just got to do it. You get some days of rest after that, but before that, you can't take a rest while you're playing the game.
Right. I mean, it's kind of it's a doubleheader for both of these, or 2 games in a row for both of these teams. Plattsburgh is on the road for 2 games in a row. It's no excuse for the Oswego Lakers to kind of fall asleep as it's pass over to Niemczyk. Now it's in Host's hands. Out to Giles again. The 3-ball, no good. It's going to bang off the top of the backboard, and it's going to be out of bounds. Peterson-Ross takes it now. Maya Smith runs to the point. Now it's Deese. And it's going the other way. Looked like a foul on Walcott, maybe an illegal screen. Giles is going to take it out now for the Lakers. Plattsburgh apply the pressure. She gets it in for Hofs. Now it's Castiglione. Thinks about the cross-court pass. Giles has it top of the key. Gets it inside to White Principio. The dish down inside to Castiglione. And it's an offensive foul. Castiglione just runs into the defender a little bit too hard. Feet. Coach Pickerton's a little upset. Doesn't think the feet were set. The referee disagrees, though. Couture takes it out.
Right now, again, you can't take penalties like that. But again, I mean, they're playing like basketball players right now, so they really need to just think. They need to think like basketball players too, Make the feet match the mind. Right now, they're looking at like a bunch of Sour Patch Kids out there, and they're in the wrappers still.
I don't even know what that means.
I'm just saying they're playing like gummies right now.
I got you. The Sour Patch Kids, do they come in like individual wrappers? I thought it was like the big bags. The Sour Patch
Kids. I meant like the bags.
Ah, okay.
They do it. Some of them do, but they're weird.
It's stripped away now by the Lakers. Giles runs the point. Doesn't have the numbers. Throws up the shot. She's headed to the line. Kind of Euro stepped her way right into the defense. Defense fouled. Giles heads to the line.
Again, they could extend their lead with his free throws, but it all comes down to if they can make it or not. And it looks like she can.
Giles gets her first to go. Her second now on the way. Money. A lot of changes in the locker room from the locker room this quarter and in this half as well, as the Lakers are starting to hit some free throws here. Crucial in this game as it's only a 5-point lead. 3:33 left to go. The drive from Wilson, sorry. She's also fouled on the shot. Sydney Hopes picks up the foul.
Again, you can't keep trading penalties and fouls and points like this.
No,
you got to slow. Again, I'll say it a billion times. You got to slow your game down. You got to think about what you're doing before you do it. Otherwise, you're going to have situations like this where they extended their lead, and now it's back to where they were in a 3-point game.
Right, you're giving up free points on both ends of the floor. I mean, you're not going to get anywhere, like you mentioned earlier, with the inside passes. Same things with the free throws. You're really not going to get anything. Just foul, 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 foul. As we get the inbound now, Plattsburgh applying the pressure. It's Hopes bringing it down.
Looks like Giles is adamant about throwing into double coverage. She had Logan out there open, and she threw to Hofis, who just had two people on her.
Second chance opportunity for the Lakers. Castiglione 3-ball, no good. Another second chance opportunity. It's going the other way. Sean Pinkerton is livid about that call.
He is angry.
We're going to check that play out. Maybe a little violation on the rebound. Sean Pinkerton did not like that call from the referee. Got very emotional after that one. Very colorful as well.
I almost thought he was going to turn into the Incredible Hulk. Pretty angry right there.
Almost saw a big green monster for the women in green. The foul didn't end up going the other way as the Lakers take some free throws. Not quite sure what happened. Sean Pinkerton did end up getting the call to go in his favor. But the Lakers can't hit free throws. It's been the story of the first half. They thought they turned it around. Here we go again.
If they don't get any points here, all of that, all of the Hulk's anger would have been for nothing. Okay, she got one, but
Niamczyk gets her second to go.
She made it a 4-point game, so they have one. If they do score 3 here.
Dice kicks it out to Couture. Now it's inside to Smith, over to Brusso. Hopes runs it. Lakers have numbers. 3-on-2. Hopes tries the lay-in. The second chance opportunity now. Giles, Hopes, pump fake. Inside, Niemczyk, good.
There we go.
Ho, 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 Green Giant. It's Niemczyk getting the basket, extending the lead for the Lakers to 6. But now the drive from Couture. She's fouled. Doesn't get the bonus shot, but she will get 2 at the stripe. Greek looking to check in now for Plattsburgh as Smith takes a seat at the end of the bench. Kind of a perfect love story, to say the least, in this second half. Both teams just trading baskets.
So we're still going with Taylor Swift songs, huh? But again, both teams trading baskets. I don't know what the coach, what happened in the locker room, but right now it's gonna stay the same lead no matter what.
Couture second, good. After missing the first, she's 1 for 2 from the line there.
If the Plattsburgh loses, this could be the last great American dynasty for them. Losing to Oswego after a lot of victories is a big tarnish on their reputation. I did reputation again.
Inside Niemczyk now. Left hand layup, no good. A little too much juice on that one as it's rebounded by Plattsburgh State. It's going the other way. As Couture dishes it to Greek. Greek, the pull-up 3. Good! Julia Greek, the 3-ball from the top of the key, exposing the weak Lakers defense. Giles brings it down. Hopes tries to answer with her own. And she answers! The response from the Lakers. It's a Christmas miracle here in the Zeal. 3 balls, 3 balls, 3 balls. We're giving them out like Wendy Williams right now. Not Wendy Williams. Who's the girl that does it? Oprah, sorry.
You get a card. You get a card.
You get a 3-ball. You get a 3-ball.
Right now, Sentence Workshop's cooking up something. I don't know what, but it's something good.
Wendy Williams, what is wrong with me? Oh, my goodness. Another foul on Plattsburgh State. Giles heads to the line here.
Let's see if Oswego can keep up their track record and make a couple shots here. If Giles can make up her track record, make a couple shots here.
She's done well from the stripe so far this half. And she gets another one. Giles second. Good.
And it's good. Game is now 6 points, so they have a little more, or 7 points, I should say, if I could do basic math, 7 points, 8, so now I have a little breathing room, but still, it's going to be a close game.
Giles now has 12 on the day. She is a perfect 6 for 6 from the stripe. But she checks out of the game. Wilson to Peterson Ross. Inside. Brousseau. The shot. No good. Rebounded Leo. Lakers looking to extend the lead. 1 minute left in the quarter. 7-point deficit. Inside pass, Niemczyk wide open for the lay-in.
Oswego looks like they found their rhythm.
Absolutely have found the rhythm as Niemczyk gets the easy bucket, exposing the Plattsburgh defense inside the paint. We're going to have a foul now. Reach in on Castiglione, it looks like. We're going to take a look at that last pass. Just a wide open basket under the hoop for Niemczyk. Walcott checks in the game for Plattsburgh. Brousseau is going to take a seat on the bench. Peterson Ross drills her free throw.
I don't know if you are thinking about the picks right now, but right now it looks like you got knocked out of the game. Your pick was 54 to 46, and it is. Oh, I guess you're not. I'm sorry.
We'll have to have
that was embarrassing.
That
was embarrassing.
4 points for the Lakers, maybe 3 for Plattsburgh. Maybe we'll see a really solid defensive fourth quarter of action.
If we don't see any points in the fourth quarter, I will give you my car.
All right. I mean, your van is pretty nice. It's no Nissan Altima, but I do love the van that you're driving. As we got the Lakers now. Hopes brings it in. Out. Principio White, the deep 2, no good. Rebounded Dice. Runs it. It's Wilson. Right-handed layup, no good. Swatted out by Hopes. It's going to stay a Lakers basketball. She was fighting with Walcott for the rebound. Just kind of couldn't put both hands on it. Had to swat it out. It's going to stay this way. 13-2 left on the clock. Plattsburgh will have the last opportunity here to score. Cannot turn the ball over here. Crucial possession. Inside, Walcott, dribble, right hand, good. Lakers have a shot opportunity. 8 seconds left on the clock. Castiglione tries to get it up the court.
The crowd's going wild now. 2.
Deep ball. No good. Back iron. A high-scoring third quarter of action here in this game, Sammy.
Oh, 100%. I just want to apologize to you for saying your score was out when it's obviously not. I feel very terrible.
Hey, don't count me out yet. We're 2 points away from Oswego and a free throw from Plattsburgh away from my prediction being correct. I don't think it'll be that way after that quarter. We have 21 points. Plattsburgh, 16 Oswego State. Plattsburgh crawling their way slowly back into this game. We're going to send it down to our sideline reporter, Kaylee Richmond, on more from the third quarter of action. Kaylee?
Oh, dear John, what an exciting third quarter. Lakers are still maintaining that lead, 50-43. Some might even call this quarter crazy stupid, but I love it. All right, Oz is back on their free throw game. Excuse me. Now it looks like I'm the foolish one. But all I can say is, number 2, I can see you. Good job on your free throw work. Back to you guys.
A bunch of wet bandits out here. It's like we're home alone. What, I got you with that one, Sammy? Speechless?
I wasn't expecting the Home Alone reference, but it is Christmas time, so I should be expecting it.
The gold tooth for Oswego State, kind of this game, has been the 3-ball. To go back on the Home Alone, we'll throw the gold tooth in there. But yeah, no, they're really just killing them from the perimeter in this game.
Oh, absolutely. The three, honestly, the threes in the half paint game is what's keeping Oswego ahead of Plattsburgh right now. They have a great mid paint game, and they have a great shooting from the mid. So it's going to come down to if they can stop them or not make stupid plays like kicking the ball almost out of bounds.
Just kind of a mishandle there from Deese. It doesn't hurt him. Walcott inside double team, no good. A tough rebound for Dice. Out to Smith. All the way in the corner to Peterson Ross. Long pass, long 3-ball, no good. The shot was long as well. Everything about that play was long. Hopes runs the point now. Leo, a long ball here. No good. That one's long. I'm saying the word long more times than I've ever said any word in my life, but we get a shot from Giovanna White-Principio inside the paint. She killed him on rebounds yesterday. That's Potsdam I'm talking about. She's killing him on rebounds right now. She gets an offensive one there and the second chance opportunity. Peterson Ross now dribbles inside.
I'm not sure long is a word you want to say you've said too many times in one day.
Yeah, probably not. We're gonna lay up from Maya Smith.
And there we go.
Sydney Hopes runs it now. The crossover, left hand, no good. Another offensive rebound, Giovanna White-Principio. Right place,
points.
Right time. Are you down with GWP? Yeah, you know me.
I have been saying it since the pregame. Second chance points are what's gonna win this game, and look at that. They have almost 10 points to their name right now on the lead.
Oswego has 12 second chance points this game. That really is kind of the deciding factor right now in this game, opposed to Plattsburgh's 6 second chance opportunities. The offensive rebounds as well. 14 Lakers, 5 Plattsburgh. The defensive rebounds are dead even at 22, but on the offensive end, Oswego has just time and time again been able to clean up the glass. Windex, as you would say. Plattsburgh, they've been able to clean them.
100%. The chemistry between the Oswego right now is insane. I would almost think there's been an invisible string around them.
Oswego clicking on all cylinders right now.
We're feeling very Taylor Swift out here in the box today. In the back of the stands.
Hopes takes it out for the Lakers. Castiglione as Plattsburgh applies the pressure. It's Wilson on Hofs. Gets by the press. Plattsburgh drops back.
With 8 minutes left in the game, it looks like the Lakers are playing a little bit more conservatively. And as soon as I say that,
the bank's usually open on Saturday, Sammy?
Yeah.
It is here in the Zeal.
It looks, as soon as I say something, I'm going to start saying the opposite of everything I mean.
There's a such thing as the commentator's curse, and it's clearly in effect here this game.
Is it anything like the Madden curse?
I think it's pretty similar, as that's Wilson going with the layup. Walcott gets it. Another kick out. It's Smith, the 3-ball. No good. This one rebounded by Giovanna White-Principio. Castiglione runs it now. Up the court for the Lakers. Leo, deep ball. No good. It's short. But it's rebounded again by Oswego. Castiglione's got it. Top left side of the key. Near elbow. She gets the screen. Jump stop. White-Principio. Now it's Hopes, the screen for Principio. Hopes, mid-range travel, doesn't get the bucket to go.
I think this would be Plattsburgh's ball, but again, we've been saying this for the entire game. It's not like it's the entire game. Penalties are going to be the killer of drives that will win this game.
Right, we're going to see that travel there. Just too many steps. You get to gather in 2. She took a little bit more than that. The referee sends it the other way. Maya Smith now runs it for Plattsburgh. Handoff, Couture. Couture calls ISO. Inside Euro step, no good. She's fouled going to the line.
I feel like she has been fouled more times than anyone else in the entire gym right now.
Right, Couture's been sent to the line a lot in this one. She's sent there again here. Yeah, Couture, this is now her 7th and 8th free throw coming in this game. She's 4 for 6 so far from the line, shooting a 66.7% clip. No good. Moves to 4 and 7 from the stripe.
I think that's the first shot she missed today, right?
From the stripe? No, she was 4 for 6 before that.
4 for 6?
Another shot, no good. Plattsburgh gets the rebound, though. Couture back in her hands. Another drive. This one swatted away by White-Principio. And another offensive rebound by Plattsburgh. We talked about the commentator's curse. Plattsburgh starting to even things out in terms of the offensive rebound deficit.
Oh, 100%. If you're Plattsburgh's coach right now, what's going on in your head? What are you trying to say to make up a almost 15-point deficit?
You got to be patient on offense. I know there's only 6:40 left, but you can't be, rambunctious out there. You have to hone down, be patient. Get the shots, get easy buckets, find the best shot, and be very efficient from the floor. They're rushing right now. They're forcing passes. They're forcing drives. Everything from that Plattsburgh offense just seems very mechanical right now. So we have to see more patience. We have to see more poise. Just calm down if you're Plattsburgh.
Absolutely. You just need to take a breath. It looks like we got a little bit of a conversation going. I'm not sure quite what's happening right now.
No change on the call.
Not sure why that was what was happening there. Pinkerton was talking to him a little bit, but maybe he couldn't get through to him. The Incredible Hulk could not get through to him.
Wilson inbounds, Walcott back to Wilson. Walcott, dribble, up, and it's stripped away by Castiglione. Now it's going the other way. It's Hopes. Hopes near side. The screen. Giovanna White-Principio's got it. Castiglione. Screen, Principio. Inside, give and go. Principio just too strong. Gets the offensive foul, not the bucket. Feel like I've been calling her. We're going to see a replay of the foul. I feel like I've been calling Principio White's name a lot in the second half. She really made her impact yesterday. 14 points, 18 rebounds. Right now, for the Lakers, it's the same old story today. She has 9 rebounds in this one and a bunch of points as well. It's 6. Now 7 points on the game. Maybe another double-double for Giovanna White-Principio today. We'll have 6 minutes to find out. 58-45 is the score. Principio misses the second. It's rebounded Walcott. Run by Greek. Greek inside, out, Smith. Smith stops, out, Wilson, 3-ball. Short. Front iron, recollected by Castiglione. She hands off to Hopes. Hopes runs the point now. Undefended jump shot is no good. It's rebounded Giovanna White-Principio, and the bonus, she's headed to the line. She gets her 10th rebound in this game, her 5th offensive rebound, and she's headed to the line for more free points.
I'm a little worried about losing my car right now. It looks like the Lakers defense I have the Plattsburgh offense on lock, and they just can't seem to get the point off.
They have clamped Plattsburgh down this quarter. Her shot is no good. Principio has not been great from the line in this game. But it's recollected by the Lakers. Leo, the 3-ball. Another one. This one misses left. Giovanna White-Principio, another rebound. Hopes, the 3. No good. Principio almost gets another. It's rebounded Brousseau. It's going the other way. It's Wilson. Defended Castiglione. To Greek. Greek pulls it out. Doesn't like what she sees on the offensive. Has to call the play. Looking for the screen. It's Peterson-Ross. Peterson-Ross fades to the perimeter. Gets it. Pump fake. Wilson. Jab step. Goes left.
Trying to find an
from
opening.
The stripe. Blocked by Castiglione. A monstrous block as she climbs up the ladder to swat it out of bounds. It's going to stay Plattsburgh's way. But what a block for the Lakers. What a punch in the gut for the Cardinals.
If I'm the Cardinals right now, that's just a punch to the face. You have them wide open, and someone comes in, the left hand comes in, knocks it out.
They almost respond with the shot clock coming down. It's Brousseau missing the lay-in. Hopes runs the point. Castiglione's got it. Screen coming. Giovanna White-Principio doesn't use it. Takes the 3 instead. No good. Rebounded Smith. Smith runs it up to Greek. No numbers for Plattsburgh. Back out Smith. Little move. Gets inside. A little step. Cuts down to the right. Doesn't get the layup to go. But
a little steal.
Good turnaround. Gets the steal. Now it's Greek, the 3-ball. Wide open. No good. Plattsburgh has gone ice cold in this quarter as a mid-range shot from the elbow is off. Back iron from Castiglione. They run it up to Wilson. Jay, no good again. It's rebounded.
Oh my goodness gracious.
By Johnson.
The Lakers defense have just kept them to 45 points.
They cannot buy a bucket right now in this quarter. 4:10 left to play.
I'm not even sure what's happening right now.
Leo to Hopes. The screen, Principio. Hopes brings it in. Nice step. Doesn't get it. Blocked away. White-Principio, sorry. Had it mixed up. Is headed back to the line. But she hasn't shot well there. She's 1 for 3 from the stripe so far. That's a 33% clip from her. New group for the Lakers coming in. And a timeout.
As we go into the timeout, I don't even know what if I'm the Cardinals head coach, I'm peeing myself right now, man. We got such a huge. I can't even see. You can see the anger in him. Can't even see him right now. He's pretty. I mean, he's scared. Down by 15 points to a team they haven't lost to or haven't had a huge win streak on for the longest time. And now it's 60-45 with 4 minutes left. How do you come back from this?
I think you got to be Scrooge a little bit and just go the humbug. And you got to tell them to get their stuff together here. You can't just go out there and make snow angels out on the floor. You have to find the easy shot. Get easy baskets. Just start small in this quarter. Get inside the paint. Get an easy layup. Take a smart shot. They've been forcing everything this quarter. We mentioned it earlier. It's the same story. He's got to recollect this group, get them together. They have 4 minutes to come back from this 15-point lead. Basketball is a game of runs. It's certainly not out of reach for the Cardinals. 4 minutes is a lot of time to score. They scored a lot last quarter. They can certainly do it again here. 15-point deficit. 3:55 to go.
100%. Right now, they just need to get the ball rolling, get some momentum before they can, because right now the Lakers are riding high. They have so much energy right now, and so much. What's the word I'm looking for? It's just so much potential to keep going higher. When the Cardinals need to just get them stopped. Get a couple points on the board, and that'll be the start of their comeback, if they can come back. They're going to have to start soon, otherwise they're not going to have enough time.
Giovanna White-Principio gets that one to go. She's now 2 for 4 from the line. Another shot. Back iron, 2 for 5 from the stripe now. Headed the other way. Smith to Peterson-Ross. The crossover, step back out to Smith. Greek, jab. Nice move on James. It's going back into Smith's hands. The drive in with the right. Fouled, send it to the line.
Right now, the Cardinals have a chance to score here. They have not scored the entire fourth quarter, as it's a far cry from the last quarter when they scored however many points they did. They're 0 from 15 for the field right now. Plenty of opportunities to make points. They just could not capitalize on it. Right now, we're going to see if they can get some points on the board, but if they just stop them here. There we go. First points on the board for the Cardinals.
And we saw this from the Lakers a couple games ago as they went on to Wells. They won that game by about 40 points. And if you look at that fourth quarter, held them to zip. They held Wells to 0 points. They almost did it again. Yeah. Fourth quarter action, no points for Wells College.
Well, so they're good on keeping their lead, especially. No, again, when you're up 40 points, you don't play as well. Like you take it easy because you're up by 40 points. But these girls absolutely have not been doing that. They've been going hard the entire game, and it has not stopped the fourth quarter.
Right, you never play the scoreboard. You just got to go, and go.
No matter what.
But it's rebounded Plattsburgh. Smith runs it up to Peterson-Ross. Works inside. There she goes. It's off the back of the backboard and in. 61-48 now is the score. 3 to go on WTOP 10. I'm Matt Shermita with Sammy Sozio. Giles has it. Top of the key. Calls for the screen. Kicks out. Now it's in Molly James's hands. Goes the other way. Works inside towards the baseline. Hits her head hard. Something you'd never want to see in basketball. Just some contact there from the Plattsburgh. We hope she's okay.
Right now, if you're the Lakers, you just lost a big player. But how can you? Yeah, she came down pretty hard. You could hear that smack.
Both benches just pretty distraught right now about what just happened. She's going to get up, though, with some help. But she'll need a second. Fans cheering her on, which is nice to see. Kind of a late punch in the gut for the Lakers.
Yeah.
I think she'll be okay. Just smacked her head a little bit too hard. She's up and walking now, and she's assisted off the court by the medical staff. Just going to get her a cup of water,
Yeah, 100%.
Get her back in check. It's just kind of a shock getting hit like that. Maybe a little whiplash. I know how it feels because she's going to head to the bench. And we just hope that everything is okay for Molly James as she takes a hard hit.
Yeah, especially because it's a head injury. Head injuries are very serious. And, maybe she needs to take a couple of games and take the next game off. But, I've seen head. I play football, and I've seen head injuries who have turned into career enders. You never want to see that in a sport,
right? I mean, head injuries are one of the leading.
Yeah, I think they're the leading cause of well, I don't want to say death, but it's just head injuries are very bad in sports.
Host takes the shot from the stripe. The second shot, that one's good. Smith runs it down the court now. Handoff, Greek. Greek works inside. Goes to the opposite block. Can't get it to go. It's saved by Walcott, but into the hands of Sydney Hopes. all the way down coast to coast. It's going to be an Elena Johnson lay-in. 64-48 now is the score. 2:17 left in the game. Smith, handoff, Wilson. Wilson steps back, has to recollect. Finds the open man now. It is Greek. Greek, the handoff inside now. Walcott, the basket off the backboard. Recollects with their own rebound. Out to Greek, 3-ball, no good. Rebound by Giles. Behind the back, is able to get it away and evade the pressure. Hopes runs it now. Lakers have the number. She dishes it off to Lagana, and she's headed to the line.
Let's see if the Lakers can keep going with their keep going with their obviously their win streak, or their point streak, but just honestly, stopping the game, getting the points up, making sure that the Cardinals have no chance of a comeback, and just winning the game.
Right, you can't leave the door open here with 1:42 left. First free throw, long.
I can tell they're getting tired. They had 2 hard games, 2 well fought hard games. There we go.
Her second one's good. The Lakers now 11 for 19 from the line. That's not a great number to have. Doesn't hurt. In this case, though, they're up by a decent amount. As Greek goes baseline, a little reverse layup for Greek as the Plattsburgh Cardinals bring up a little bit of pressure, not too much. Sydney Hopes runs it up. Lagana calls a screen. Hopes goes opposite way. Giles now, top key. Over. Tannenblatt back to Giles. Crossover. Loses the defender. Hopes in the corner. Open. 3-ball. Good. Just exposing the defense on there. Great ball movement. Orchestrated by Giles. What a play from her on that possession. Peterson-Ross responds. That one no good. Rebounded by Sculo. And Sculo gets the basket. We talked about Rosie Sculo earlier, and she's got her sister on the softball team here at Oswego and is also the teammate of Sydney Hopes. So they're both on the court right now. It's awesome.
A lot of family love here.
Look at this, 2 teammates. They're guarding each other. This is so great.
This is a picture-perfect ending. Almost like a folklore fairy tale.
More Taylor Swift references here in the
last 20 seconds. I got to get another one in there.
Buy another bucket. But just really know Sydney Hopes and Rosie Sculo go way back to Amsterdam High School. They're from Amsterdam, New York. I'm an upstate guy myself. And also I want to go on to Albany, New York. Imani Walcott also on the court. A lot of upstate New York love here on this Plattsburgh roster.
As an upstate New Yorker, I'm very proud to see so much upstate representation here.
Walcott's first free throw good. 10 seconds to play. Oswego up 70-53. That one good by Walcott. Plattsburgh can bring pressure with 10. Hopes evades it. And she's just going to hold this one out until the buzzer sounds. And that's going to do it for this one. Oswego.
A great game from both teams.
Oswego comes out on top, 70-54. A huge victory to go 2-0 in the SUNYAC. A great start for Sean Pinkerton. He's got a career 268 win percentage, 167 in conference. So far in the conference, though, 2-0. And he has been doing an exceptional job this year. 5-2 is the record. 2-0 here at home. And an amazing job overall for Sean Pinkerton and the Lakers. And they go out with a win today. 70-54 was the final.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Lakers are definitely. Oh, you got some family love right there. If you saw that, they were hugging, saying good job to each other. But no, both teams are great in the SUNYAC. They're both amazing teams. Great programs, great sportsmanship from both of them. This game was a fun game to watch. It was just like, it was back and forth for a little bit, but Oswego's third quarter just took it and ran with it, and they never had a chance. Plattsburgh never had a chance.
Right, I agree. I mean, Plattsburgh couldn't buy a bucket in that fourth quarter. Game got a little out of reach, but we got to look ahead now. We got a game coming up, men's basketball, same teams, Oswego State, Plattsburgh Cardinals. We're going to send it to a quick break. When we come back, we'll be joined again by sideline reporter Kaylee Richmond, right here on WTOP 10.
Welcome back to Major Discussions.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
Well, as my friend Buddy the Elf says, we all sit on a throne of lies as all of our pregame predictions were wrong, but it's an Oswego win nonetheless. We have to gear up now for some men's action. But before we get into that, we'll check out, the end of the women's game. We'll conclude it out, kind of look at the final score, 70-54, Oswego State over Plattsburgh State. Just that last quarter, really a kick in the gut for the Plattsburgh Cardinals.
100%. I mean, you come out. The game was pretty much tied going into the halftime, and then you come out, and then Lakers just took it and ran and never give back.
Right, Kaylee, what were you seeing down there?
Absolutely. I just gotta say, I think that the Lakers really did well in this game and took the dub and deserved that win. One Laker lady that stood out to me was Sydney Oos. I believe, I don't know if I'm saying her last name right, but that three-point shot towards the end was such a great shot and really set the Lakers above to get the win. So.
Yeah, no, Sydney Hope's exceptional from the field, 45%, and then she was 3 for 5 from beyond the arc, and then even did it at the line with 1 for 2 there. Very effective from the field. A great game from Sydney Hope, nonetheless. And then, in this one, just Oswego dominating on from beyond the perimeter, dominating on the second chance opportunities. Giovanna White-Principio had 18 rebounds yesterday. She had 15 today and 10 points. That's 2 back-to-back double-doubles off the bench for Giovanna White-Principio. But this wasn't the only women's game, was it?
No, it wasn't. No, I think she's such a great asset to the team as well, and really helped the Lakers as well.
Right. So we're gonna look around the SUNY to the other women's games today. Most of them are concluded. The only one that's still active is the Fredonia and Buffalo State game. An 8-point game with about 6 minutes left in that one. But just otherwise, A lot of high scores on that list, Sammy.
A lot of high scores. New Paltz versus Brockport, 89-59. A 30-point game, especially New Paltz against Brockport. That must have been a little bit of an upset there. Potsdam versus Cortland. Cortland has 85 to their 46. I mean, they're just huge high-scoring games. Kayla, you want to talk about some of them?
Yeah, I think I took a look earlier at the Oneonta and Geneseo game, and I think Geneseo came on top, as expected for me. That was what I was kind of looking into. But yeah, interesting look around the SUNYAC.
Absolutely. So some blowouts here across the board. You had one right here at home. You have one over at Brockport. They lose a game by 30 at home. And then Cortland cleans up their own house. Potsdam on the road, falling by a lot, almost 40 points in that one. It was 39. But yeah, we'll see how the end of the Fredonia and Buff State goes today. We got to gear up for men's action, so we got to close the chapter on the women's game. We're gonna send it. We're gonna close this live stream out. When we come back on the other side of it, some men's action ready for you on WTOP 10.